Hello YouTube and welcome to the J72 Gaming channel. My name is Jacob, but you can just call me Jay if you'd like. And today we're going to start my series of Parkasaurus. I've played this game a little bit. This shows you about how much I've done. So I've started some of the intro tutorial stuff, got those done. And honestly, I'm at a point now where I think I'm ready to dive into what I've always loved doing with these zoo tycoon and roller coaster tycoon games, which is to dive into an open map. We're gonna call this Dino Days. And this is all the space we have to work with. So I'm gonna start deleting some of the junk here while I talk. Eventually I'm gonna show most of this footage in a time lapse, which you guys can just sit back and relax and enjoy the show, so to speak. But since this is my first video here, I wanted to just take some time, introduce myself, say hello, and kind of let you guys know what some of the plans are with the channel here. To start off, I'm going to be doing a bunch of dinosaur content. I'm looking forward to the Isle. It's a really good game. So you're basically living the life of a dinosaur. Some of the other games that I might be posting are things like Planet Coaster or Zoo Tycoon. I'm a big fan of both those games, and pretty much any tycoon is pretty awesome in my book. Maybe even things like Minecraft. I got a buddy who plays some Minecraft with me a bunch, and I think we make some pretty cool things to watch and look at. So those might be coming out. But let's focus back in here on this Parkasaurus. The plan for this park is, generally speaking, I'm gonna focus it into 3 areas. This game only has 3 types of biomes. If you go to the terrain here, you can see it's got grass, sand, and mud. Excuse me, 3 type of tiles, I should say. It's got multiple biomes, but those are associated to those 3. But I'm going to split up the park, so we're going to have a forest area, rainforest area, and a taiga biome, and those will all 3 kind of be like over here, maybe. The sand's got desert, savanna, or prairie. Those will be somewhere maybe out in the back here, make it a bit more barren. And then the mud, swamp, tundra, and alpine, that could be over here. Might add like a mountain to kind of terraform this area so it's not so flat and boring. What's awesome about this game too is that you can hit this free cam here, which is going to give me tutorials, but this will allow you to lean down and zoom around and not always have it isometric and top down, which is awesome. Gets some cool flybys once we get a bunch of dinosaurs in here and stuff. But anyway guys, I'm going to stop yapping and transition into the time lapse here. We're going to have kind of an intro area, and then the first dinosaur coming up is the Stegosaurus. Look at my inventory here. Got the Stego. So I'm going to get into it and try to design a nice entranceway with a Stego pen and kind of set it up for the future with some food stalls and all that stuff. But I only have about $8,000, so I gotta be kind of, smart with what I do here. So yeah, see you guys after the time lapse. Terrain time lapse. I wanted to bring you back in here before I work on the Stego pen to just kind of explain kind of my thought process. I had a thunk, and kind of pre-designed where I'm gonna put things a little bit more than I last left you. So over here, we're gonna have the alpine area, and I'll leave the dinosaurs that are gonna go there kind of secret, something for you guys to look ahead for and get excited for. But over here, we're also gonna have a taiga. So those two areas are gonna be kind of our main mountain zones, and they'll be on opposite ends of the maps. I still decided to keep the desert over here, so this will be desert, but not just only sand. You know, it's not that boring. I'll come back through and as we go through each episode or each habitat, really kind of terraform not just the habitat for the dinosaurs, but the overall biome of the map, if you will. And you know, we'll try to sneak food courts and important buildings here and there throughout the zoo as we go. Over here, I left it barren now because I think it's going to be a pretty hard project to pull off and make it look really cool. But this will be the swamp area, so I'm thinking lots of bridges, lots of rivers. Gonna have to really mess with terrain in this area and make it really dense, and that should be pretty fun. But over here, where we're starting first, is going to be our rainforest. And now, the rainforest, I'm going to have to make a pretty large exhibit here. And I'm hoping with the money I can make it big enough without running out, and we can just kind of have it large from the start. You also may notice that I have my money higher than it was when on the last file, and that's because I already recorded an episode, and the files got corrupted, and it was all not working, and it's laggy frame rate. Anyway, long story short, I had to redo a new file, and for some reason it gave me more money, so hey, I'll take it. Let me squeeze out a little bit more fences and a lot more of the really expensive terrain here. It's $1 per tile, but man, it adds up when you make a big terrain. So I'm gonna start working into that. So sit back, relax, and I'll see you after the time lapse of me making the Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and eventually a long neck goes in there as well. I forget the name, but those three dinosaurs will all go in here, and it'll be around a cool viewing point with an entryway with stuff, and yeah, you'll see. See you after. game an issue. Didn't really quite get to fully design out the exhibit like I wanted to, but I think we have enough here that we can get the Stego in. He'll be moderately happy for now. Can open the gates, get some money rolling in, and I think I might just let the game play out for a while. Once you have a happy dinosaur and a few of these donation bins, some of the staff, it's actually not too hard to make money in this game. So I think we'll grab the staff here, get a veterinary, janitor, scientist, security. I haven't noticed it to matter too much, but we'll grab this guy. Matter too much who you pick, I mean. Grab a few of these folks. One of each should be just enough. And we'll get them started helping us out in the park. But really what I wanted to bring you guys back in for is this guy. So we'll pop in there. Go ahead and fast forward. And we'll get this guy to hatch for us and open the park. I'm actually realizing I can grab a few more of these guys while we're here waiting for this guy, so people can donate. I'm thinking this area here will eventually be our food court for the rainforest, and I'll deck this whole area out in rainforest. It'll look like a big biome, and it should be cool. But here we go, our first dinosaur in this whole series of park. Let's see who we get. Harley, what's up, dude? Alright, immediately to sleep, nice. Alright, well I'm going to let this play out a little bit. I'm going to open the doors and make enough money so that I can continue this exhibit. Exhibit is complete. So let me give you guys kind of an overview of what my thought process was while going through here, because, you know, obviously there's not too many different types of things I can use as far as different types of trees and bushes and whatnot, but I still kind of want to, you know, add some variety in here. So my thought process here is this is the main viewing area, and you've got a nice lake, and then back here, once I get the exhibit, once I get the shelters for all the dinosaurs later down the road, once we get some science and more hearts and all that jazz, they'll hang out back here. So it's pretty much what this is right now. Eventually I'll upgrade that patch of grass for them to sleep in into a full-blown shelter. So So yeah, so back here was going to be kind of your basic rainforest, really, just kind of fill the space. But this, again, back where they're secluded and whatnot, so it doesn't have to be fancy, it just kind of gives them their habitat. And then up here, I kind of wanted like a little patch of oak trees, and it's a little bit more open, so, you know, a lot less of the tall grass, and gives kind of a varied look when looking from this viewing spot. Then over here, where they kind of all merge, this was the thickest part of the rainforest. So it's got these really tall bushes, tons of these spiky rocks. It's really just kind of, you know, it's kind of a mess in there. But it's supposed to be super thick, and that's the point of living there. I'm actually just realizing now I need to come in here and do more tall grass to make it even thicker in there. So I'll come through and do that by the next time you see this. And then over here, you know, this is the other, I guess this is really the main viewing area, but the second one you come across, you get a peek of the dinosaurs in the thicket. And then over here, I wanted it to be really open, so we just got, you know, a little bit of hill, some pools here, because it's still rainforest, still wet back here. It's kind of just a big opening, and once I fill the surrounding area with more trees to make this whole place feel like a biome, this section over in the corner here is really going to feel like an opening within the giant rainforest, which is kind of connected to the little shops here that I'm going to make. Although the shops in this game, they're pretty much all just trucks. You got a truck that sells dino dogs, and then later there's like a wonton truck, and so it's a lot of food trucks, so not so many permanent buildings, but we'll throw what the game has for us in here to make some money and add a little bit of a rainforest food court. Wish I could theme it a little more, but food court and a rainforest, it's about as good as we'll get. Something I should mention too is I noticed last time I cut, I was going to open the park and have the guests come in and run the money, and I realized I can actually go in here to town. There's the bank, and the bank I can convert some of the science or some of the hearts that I can make, which I can explain later, for some money or vice versa. And so basically what I did is started with 15 hearts, which you get when dinosaurs are happy, and I was like, I don't need those right now, so I dumped those in, got myself 10k, and it was plenty to finish what I needed to do. It's actually so much more that I'm going to now make that food court and kind of finish out this biome here. And once that is all said and done, we can get a few more stegos in and maybe start working on the trikes. Yeah, so I'll be right back with the finished rainforest biome. think I did pretty good. Got the surrounding biome here, so the whole thing looks like it's in one big rainforest. Eventually this will be forest, so will this, but this is like forest blending into like swamp, prairie and stuff, so that'll be for later. And I don't have the whole thing planned, by the way. It's just gotta be freeform, you know? We'll see how it goes. I got a loose idea, but every episode I'll do about one pen, or like a food court or something. See how it goes. Anyway, what I wanted to get started on was getting more dinosaurs here. So I'm gonna walk you guys through how this process works, because it was kind of confusing at the first time, but I think I got a good grasp on it now. So basically we need dinosaur eggs, and dinosaur eggs, let's take a Stego for example. Let's get him, let's get our buddy another friend. So we need the footprints, the skulls, and the imperfect gems. And basically what that means, we've got to use this portal here, and for free we can search for Stego fossils. I could spend more money and get more things, silly things like hats even. Some science, some hearts and stuff, which is why I didn't feel bad spending. I actually spent more of our science to get even more money, but it'll all come back very quickly, so I'm not concerned. Anyway, we'll send these guys out on a free portal adventure excursion, and while they're doing that, let's take a closer look at this food court. Since we only had the hot dog and the... Actually, let's go ahead and unpause that. Since we only had the hot dog and the... Oh, look at this guy's face. He's doing his thing. Hot dog and the cotton candy guy. I figured it was just a small little park. Through the gazebo in the middle, so they can hang out and take a look at the animals. Tried to continue, like I said earlier, kind of the openness of this area continues and kind of transitions into the rest of the rainforest. So that's pretty swell there. And I did realize a weird issue. I don't know if you saw, but when I was doing the fencing here, just for fun and just to look good, if I closed it off, it would actually create a new exhibit, which would actually have the guests standing here looking in there and being like, "What the heck, man? Where's the dinosaurs?" Then I would get bad ratings. So I had to do kind of some tricks here. I'll probably put a light post or a sign there or something, but I have to make sure that no area is fully enclosed. Otherwise, we'll have some exhibits that people won't like. So it's kind of funny. But I think the time is now. We are going to open the park and people will start flooding in and hopefully make some money. So let's do this. Nice. Alright, so you can tell in the top here we've got the portal. It's about halfway done. Once that's done, we'll go in there and we'll get some more parts here for the Stegos. And the goal for this pen is going to be about 3 or 4 Stegos, and it's about the same with the Trikes. Probably not as many Triceratops. Probably 2, maybe 3. But the area here is 4,500, and you can see 1 Stego requires 420. And so, you know, we can hold quite a lot, and then later down the road, if I want to get the other dinosaur here for Rainforest, we can sort by Rainforest, and later, so you can tell it's tier 4 up there, so I'll have to get stronger walls to be able to withstand the tier 4 strength, but later I can come back here and throw him in here as well. He needs 700, so we'll probably just get 1, but maybe 2, we'll see how it goes. Okay, exploration is ready. So this is how this works. It's kind of like a little mini game. It's going to be really easy right now because I have 1 layer. You pretty much come in here and start chipping away, and it'll expose the dinosaur fossils and parts down here. And I can spin it kind of like Tetris. Just a little bit of a mini game. At first I was like, this is weird. I don't need this in the dinosaur game. It gets more involved the further deep you go with those more expensive digs. And you can unlock more fossils and so on that and stuff. So there we go, 0 items left. We can return home, and this allows us to pick up an imperfect gem. Actually, we'll put it here, and then take that to the egg store. You see for Stegosaurus. We ended up getting 6 of the footprints. We got 6 of the skulls, and about 2 gems. We have plenty to create 2 more Stegos. Our inventory. We'll plop them in here and give our buddy, was it Henry? Forget his name. Where did he go? There he is. It's drowning down there. Harley. Boy, Harley. So, we can take a look at this too. This is dinosaur info panel. So, this is the exhibit, how happy they are. And I think this is not Rainforest. What? Hold up. I call lies. Oh, look to that. It needs a little bit more wetness to be considered a rainforest. It's actually a forest, so yeah, he's a little upset at us. Because through all that work, I didn't add enough water. Okay, there we go. A little bit of an issue with that, but I got some of that in. You can tell now that it is actually a rainforest. So Harley over here should be pretty stoked. We can actually quickly find him by clicking on the walls. Him. So luckily, since we're adding 2 more Stegos, that'll upgrade his social, and he will be stoked on that. And later, once we get some money and some more science, we can get the enrichment going. And hunger as well, I do need to do. So let's get their hunger set up real quick. Let's go to exhibits. And I like putting these at the viewpoints. Kind of draws the dinosaurs in, and hopefully our folks get to see him. And there's Harley. He's making it all the way over here. He's cruising, checking out the new spot. Okay, and so for these, we're gonna feed bushes because bushes is what the game feeds the medium-sized dinosaurs. So go ahead and add, I don't know what we'll do. We have 3 sticks, we'll get 15 a day. And right now. And that will allow our veterinary to feed these guys. So yeah. Alright, well as we wait for this little bit more of the eggs to hatch on our 2 last Stegos, I'm going to go ahead and start closing off the episode here. So if you enjoyed watching, thanks for checking me out. The main reason I'm making these videos is really just to do something, you know? That whole, C word, don't want to say it, but the whole pandemic hit, I was laid off, and I've really just been doing a whole bunch of nothing recently, so just to kind of have some fun with a game that I really like. Wanted to make some videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, you know, do all the YouTube stuff, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, and it'll let me know that, hey, it's actually pretty cool, and yeah, I should continue making it. And we'll go from there. We'll see if, you know, if things take off, then I would love to continue making videos. Yeah. So here's our end of day result, which, ooh, let's not look at that anymore. But Thursday spring, brand new day, 2 new dinosaurs. And here we go. We've got Dixie and Homer. What's up, Homer? This is a good time to let you guys know that if you want, I wanted to try to do something fun. If you want one of these dinosaurs named after yourself, go ahead and drop it in the comments. And first ones I read, I'll come in here and I'll drop you your name and a dinosaur. And as we go through the park, there's plenty of dinosaurs. We're gonna have, oh, I don't know, about 200 dinosaurs in here. So hopefully your favorite one will get added. You know, if you want to wait and get the T-Rex when the T-Rex comes, let me know and all that, and I'll keep the list. It'll be pretty fun. Alright guys, well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.